It's Friday, 28th February. Welcome to this week's edition of Wycombe High TV News from the UK's only student-led school TV channel and the first show of this half-term. I'm Mariam in Year 7.
And I'm Yumna, also in Year 7, and here are this week's Wycombe High headlines.
Big changes ahead for Wycombe High student leadership team. We've got all the details.
With Ramadan beginning tomorrow, we speak to students about this special event.
And history comes to life in freezing temperatures. We bring you highlights from our Year 10's unforgettable trip to Berlin.
But first, big changes are coming to the Wycombe High School student leadership team. If you've ever dreamed of taking on a leadership role but weren't sure whether to start, this one's for you.
That's right. The SLT is getting a major revamp with more roles, more opportunities and a bigger impact than ever before. But what does this mean for students? To find out, our reporter and current deputy head girl Anya has been talking to our head of sixth form, Mrs. Ellis.
Hi, I'm Anya and I'm here with Mrs. Ellis to discuss the new SLT launch. So, Mrs. Ellis, there seems to be a new change to the SLT. Can you tell us a bit about the thought process behind it?
Well, I've been here for a number of years, and as far as I'm aware, the SLT has had a similar structure for a number of years. And actually things change, and sometimes we have different needs and so on that we need to be addressing. So the SLT is revamping to try and incorporate some of the things we need to do around the sixth form, but also to kind of raise the prestige of some of the roles of things that students are already doing around school and perhaps not necessarily getting all the recognition that they deserve from those particular roles.
And it seems like there are some new roles being introduced. Can you tell us a little bit about them and how they're going to get students more involved?
So some of the roles are in response to things that we need to do, like the environment role, but some of them are like bringing the deputy house captain into Year 13, so actually the house captain and the deputy house captain probably more familiar with each other and kind of work better together. But also we're bringing in or raising the prestige really around the subject captain role, so we'll have deputy subject captains and so on coming in as well. So actually what we're doing is consolidating some roles and actually bringing in others that are actually things that we need to do to really make school as successful as it can be.
And to suit all these different roles, I hear there are going to be 4 different teams. Can you give us a little bit of insight about the different teams and what sort of characteristics are needed for those teams?
Yeah, so the student leadership team is going from a kind of niche group of 16, possibly up to about between 60 and 80 students, depending on the number of students that apply. So actually what we're trying to do is put recognition there for all the different roles that exist within the school. So there's going to be a head girl team. The good thing about that is it actually brings parity with John Hampden and their head boy team and so on, but it will enable students to really work very closely together as a team, so it's not putting a lot of responsibility on individuals to deliver on certain areas. So there's the head girl team, there's also the house captain team who will be responsible for raising house spirit, fundraising and events within the houses, and then we have the school community team, which is a group of people who are doing jobs that already exist within the school, but actually, like I say, it's the recognition of the things that they're doing and how they're serving younger students and other members of the community to really make the school a success. And then finally, the subject captain team is really to make students the face of a particular subject, to raise the profile of that subject and to work with students in all key stages to make sure that they're enjoying those subjects, making good decisions about choosing those subjects for GCSE and A-level, but also supporting the subject leaders to really make sure that we're delivering on all the key areas.
And finally, for those thinking of applying, what's one piece of advice that you would have to give to them?
I think what we're looking for across the whole range of roles is a range of different people. So really look at the job descriptions, work out which ones are suitable for you or suit your skill set, and then be yourself. What we really want to see is each student's voice, each student's ideas. We want to see what drives them and kind of what makes their experience at Wycombe High School so important to them so that they can then share that with others.
Thank you very much for joining us today.
Ramadan, one of the most important times of the year for Muslims around the world, starts tomorrow, March 1st, and will last for 30 days.
But what exactly is Ramadan all about? To find out, we asked some of our students to explain it in a nutshell. So, here's our guide to Ramadan.
Ramadan is the month when the Quran was revealed to Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him.
Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic calendar.
The Ramadan dates changes because the Islamic calendar follows the moon.
During Ramadan, Muslims fast from sunrise to sunset.
Fasting means not eating or drinking during daylight hours.
Not everyone has to fast. Children, the elderly, and the unwell are exempt.
The pre-dawn meal before fasting is called sahur. After sunset, Muslims break their fast with a meal called iftar.
Ramadan is regarded as a time of blessings, not burden, as it brings spiritual growth and a sense of community.
The end of Ramadan is celebrated with a festival called Eid al-Fitr.
During Eid al-Fitr, Muslims wear their best clothes and give gifts.
Now on to sport, and what a week of netball it's been.
We were proud to host the district netball tournament on our brand new courts, welcoming 8 local schools for a fantastic day of competition in the sunshine. A huge well done to our under-15B team, who finished as runners-up, and our under-14B team, who secured 5th place. A big thank you also to our Year 10 sports leader for helping to run the event so smoothly.
But that's not all. We then headed over to Wycombe Abbey for the under-15A and under-14A district tournament, and both teams were crowned district champions.
It wasn't easy. Our under-15A team fought through some seriously tight games, but once they found their rhythm, they upped their goal average to take the win. Meanwhile, our under-14A team delivered some brilliant fast-paced attacking play to secure their victory. What an incredible achievement.
A massive congratulations to all of our netballers. You've done Wycombe High proud.
And that's just about it for this week's edition of Wycombe High TV News.
Don't forget, you can catch up with all things Wycombe High via our socials and our website.
And finally, this week, imagine learning about the Cold War in actual sub-zero temperatures.
That's exactly what our Year 10 history students did on their trip to Berlin. From Checkpoint Charlie to Brandenburg Gate, and even an epic snowball fight in -8 degrees.
Sounds cool, literally. Let's take a look at the highlights from their unforgettable visit to German capital.
Have a great weekend. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hi, I'm Faith, and this week, Year 10 History GCSE students went to Berlin.